Hey everybody, it's Samantha Shannon, the author of the Jake the Growling Dog series, back again with another video. This time I'm going to go into the first book again, but this time I'm going to be doing the Loving-Kindess activity at the back. Like I said before, I love creating these activities and things for students, and I was a school counselor for 13 years, and before then a teacher's assistant for students with mild to moderate disabilities, and I've coached basketball and track and the dance team, and just love working with kids and helping them grow healthy and strong and confident, and that's why I integrate the social and emotional aspects into all of these adorable Jake books. So not only do you get cute stories with a misunderstood dog and his pal Neat, you also get some fun things at the end that can be great discussion points for families at home, for schools, for counseling offices, and all of that. So I'm going to get right to it and go over Jake's Loving-Kindess. And in the last video, if you watched it, I talked a lot about what Loving-Kindess was, and we focused on being thankful and grateful for what we have. This time I'm really going to talk about showing Loving-Kindess, and this is another practice and way to do it, to show it to, look at Jake and his cute friend, Neat, and his little turtle friend that's scared. To ourselves and others, and that's basically unconditional care, kindness, and love for yourself and others every day using loving kindness. And there's wonderful ways that you can show that you care for others and for yourself, and by doing that, it actually makes others around you happy, and the world a better place. Which we're looking for some kindness and empathy, and showing that we care for people from all walks of life and differences, and really showing how closely we're really connected. So through the Loving-Kindess activity, we're going to focus on showing kindness to ourselves, to others that we may feel differently about in different ways, whether it's love or you don't know them very well, and then also spreading it to the whole wide world. This is a great coping mechanism for children to know how to express their feelings. My children are playing in the backyard, so I'm peeking at them every so often. And it also helps, especially when adults are doing it with them, that adults show these expressions and how they care and maybe difficulties they're having. So children are like, oh, if an adult can have a difficulty or, show caring, sometimes it's hard to show that you care about somebody too. Or if my friends in class or my sibling or my cousins or whatever can show these emotions, and it's okay for me too. So this is a fantastic thing to do at bedtime to wind down. Sometimes it opens up other discussions about how their day went. And actually has helped my youngest fall asleep happier and faster. So good bedtime routine for great sleep and awesome mornings. So step one is to get in a very comfortable position. This could be sitting down, this could be laying down in bed like I said. Some people like to close their eyes, but however you're just comfortable, maybe a soft gaze. I always learn in yoga. So get step one. And this is all step by step on here. So step one is to get into your comfortable position or posture. Step two, and this is you take turns doing this with whoever's with you in your group at the time, and you're going to repeat something, and this is just a guide. What I write here is something close to it. So the first one, like I said, is to yourself. And this is how it goes. May I be happy. May I be healthy and strong. May I be peaceful. Like I said, you can use different words, but one person goes first, and the next person, the next person. Sometimes my kids like to all say it at the same time. You can do that too. The next one is to send loving kindness to somebody that you love. And sometimes this can be funny with my girls, because if I don't say both their names, I'm in trouble. So you could say, I'll just make up some stuff. May Sarah be happy. May Sarah be healthy and strong. May Sarah be peaceful. And they can spend some time, and it's good to let them kind of come up with it on their own. But younger kids, you might need to help, like, what about grandma, or what about daddy, or what about your aunt or uncle or their best friend or something. Step four, somebody that you don't know very well. This could be somebody, maybe they just met him when they were at the park one time, or when they were playing a sport or an instrument or something. They just ran into somebody and they kind of had a quick connection, or maybe even closer connection. They just don't know him very well. So I'll make up another name. May Michael be happy. May Michael be healthy and strong. And may Michael be peaceful. And sometimes you just say, may that person I met at the store, so they can say, because you might not know their name. So just somebody they don't really know very well, sending loving kindness. The fifth is someone that they're having difficulty with. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're upset with anybody. Maybe just something, it could be as simple as, I was using that crayon and they just took it from me. Or a sibling. Or and sometimes I found if you're in class, I tell the people this is something maybe the students can say in their heads. They might not want to say the name out loud. But as a family sitting at home, we, use the names. So I'll just make up another name here. May George be happy. May George be healthy and strong. May George be peaceful. And I did find my girls waiting to see what name I might say as we're going through it. So like I said, it's good for them to see that adults have these feelings and emotions and might have difficulties too. Step 6 is sending loving kindness to the whole wide world. So may the whole wide world be happy. May the whole wide world be healthy and strong. May the whole wide world be peaceful. It's sunny out, but it's raining on my kids. They're coming inside. Hopefully you won't hear them in the background. So now you've just sent just loving kindness. Just opened your heart and sent all this to the whole wide world. And step 7 just says repeat nightly or as often as you feel like it. If you feel like the kids are having a hard time kind of falling asleep, or maybe they had some difficulties, or you just feel like they haven't talked much lately and you just want to kind of get them to open up, or just to have a bonding experience with family, or like I said, for teachers with your class, you can do this definitely virtually or in person. So this is a perfect thing to send as a little, homework to, and feel free, whoever sees this who has this book, to make copies of these. I also need to post below in my YouTube channel the links to the coloring pages, because I have coloring pages for both Jake's book, the first one, and Jake the Growling Dog Goes to Doggy Daycare. And just links you to a Google file so you can download those PDFs of the coloring books and use them as often as you like. So that was Jake's loving kindness activity at the end of book 1. And I've already done a reading, so if you haven't seen that, check that out too. I've done a reading of the whole book that teachers and parents, please feel free to share. So I guess the next video I'll be moving on to Jake Goes to Doggy Daycare, about new experiences, and I did put a lot of cool activities in this one, where really we get to find out, teaching kids a little bit about how it feels, when their body feels when they might be worried or stressed, because they might be having those stomach aches or flutters and not know what it is, or their muscles tense. And I really talk about that that's normal, and that there's healthy ways to deal with it if it becomes, too difficult. We all have stress, and sometimes stress is very good for us, and other times it's really not. Sometimes it motivates us, other times it's unhealthy. So I talk about that in ways that our little ones can understand. So I'll do that next time. Thanks again, once again, Samantha Shannon. The Jake the Growling Dog series, available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, the Ingram Spark catalog for our academic and bookstore peoples, who I love, love, love. Thank you all the indie bookstores for supporting this indie author, and thank you for everything. All right, guys, see you soon. Bye.